Okay, today it's my great pleasure to introduce Mrs Sue Clegg, who's been an employee of the Pagets Association for the past 25 years and who has kindly agreed to be interviewed. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you.
Okay, Sue, the association was founded in 1973. Perhaps you could start telling us a little about why the association was established, who started it, and why.
The association was started by Anne Stansfield back in 1973. And she started it as a result of her husband starting with Paget's disease. And she found that she really couldn't get any information about the condition at all, that she started writing to various people around the world to get more information. And the charity snowballed as a result.
Okay, that's fantastic. So she was one person whose husband was diagnosed. So how actually did she do it? I mean, I guess the association didn't have an office. So how was it done?
Yeah, well, I think first of all, she wasn't getting much help from the medics at the time, that she started to write to various people all over the world, from what I understand, to try and get more and more information. And eventually she got sort of other people on board, and even when she went out to Australia to visit family, she took the opportunity to speak on the radio there to highlight Paget's disease. And gradually, from advertisements in local papers and things, people would write to her asking more information about Paget's disease, and so it went on.
Okay, thanks, Sue. So it is quite amazing that to start with, she did this almost single-handedly, actually. But then obviously things have changed, and it became a more, let's say, professional organization. So how did that happen? You know, how did the Paget's Association come about?
I think basically because she was writing to various people that was interested in Paget's, and she must have communicated somehow with Dr. Alan St. John Dixon, who I think worked in Bath, and he was interested, so much so that he helped her to form the charity in 1973. And I think he actually became the first chairman of the association, and later on became the honorary president. I think he died just a few years ago now. Okay,
thanks. No, I remember Alan St. John Dixon very well. He was a rheumatologist, as you say, who worked in Bath. And he actually was involved in many charities. I think the National Osteoporosis Society, as well as the ankylosing spondylitis. So, and you have mentioned that he was involved in the charity after it was established. So, I mean, that's two of them. Then what happened? You know, where did it move from there? Obviously, it's based in Manchester, but I guess perhaps the charity wasn't where we are now. So, what happened then?
Yeah, I think what used to happen was that Anne would write to people from her lounge, you know, with a typewriter, and she'd communicate with people. And I think it came about that a Professor David Anderson got involved, and he was based at Hope Hospital, which is now Salford Royal Foundation Trust here in Salford. And his secretary at the time, Tricia Orton, he asked her if she would help out with some of the administrative tasks, which she was happy to do. And actually, Tricia became the first administrator of the association. So for a while, the charity was based at Hope Hospital. And then they moved to their own premises just around the corner. And again, sort of, there was that development, you know, that there was a paid employee of the association, and it's progressed further since then.
Okay, thank you, Sue. And anyone that Googles the Paget's Association will know they now, or we are now based in Worsley, And we have 3 members of staff now. So obviously we've grown a little bit, not massively, but we have grown a little bit since then.
Yeah,
Now, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that from the premises from Hope Hospital, they had 3 further premises that were rented, and then I think there was a large legacy that was left, and the association was in a position to purchase property, and the association was based there for 15 years in Warpton, and now we're based just a little bit further down the road. So in the 25 years that I've been here, I've worked in 3 different premises.
Wow. Okay, Sue. So as you mentioned, you've been with the charity a long time. You've seen many changes come and go.
Just a few.
I think it's fair to say that the original aims still hold true today. What do you think has been the biggest change? If I can put you on the spot, what do you think is the biggest change that you've noticed since the time you've been with the charity?
Probably in the 25 years that I've been here, probably the advancement in technology. Of course, when I started, there was 1 computer between 3 employees, and believe it or not, it was an Apple Macintosh that held the database. And then moving forward, it was decided that it wasn't the ideal one. They didn't think Apple was going to go anywhere, and they changed to Microsoft. So yeah, that shows how, things don't always work out according to plan. But probably the fact that now people can get information at the touch of a button. It was done long-handed by Anne 50 years ago, writing letters to people, and now the information can be there for people straight away, and that's probably the difference that I can see from when I started.
Okay, even though I'm a newbie compared with you, I kind of agree with you. I think that's made a huge difference. Okay, Sue, well, look, thank you for sparing the time and giving us this historical background to the charity and the changes. I loved a bit about how Apple wasn't going to go anywhere. That was unexpected. But thanks once again.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.